Hi everybody, welcome to the Economics Department at East Carolina. I want to introduce you to the Economics Department here at ECU. I'm glad to see you're interested in potentially being a major. I want to introduce to you the variety of different degree plans offered for econ majors at East Carolina, and also provide you some reasons maybe you might want to consider majoring in economics. So first off, economics, it will give you a great background for a variety of different careers, whether you're going to pursue business or government or do research. Our econ majors here at East Carolina, they gain quantitative skills and analytical skills that many employers find very desirable in today's job market. A study by the Michigan State University Collegiate Employment Research Institute indicates that economics majors are among the top 20 highest paid starting salaries of college majors. This is our website at economics.ecu.edu that I encourage you to please check out for more recent information. So let me tell you a bit more about the economics department. This is actually a picture of a study abroad that I led to Costa Rica, where students learned about the economics of tourism in Costa Rica. That's my smiling face there in the back in the orange shirt. And these are the students who joined me on the trip. This is another faculty member. He wasn't a student. That's Dr. Alan Taylor. Anyway, economics. This is a study of social decision making. And why we need to make these decisions are because society has these scarce resources that we've got to figure out how to best allocate. So economists are trained in using models to study decision making, decisions that are made by on the behalf of behavior of businesses and decisions made by households. So what economists do is they collect data, analyze data regarding anywhere from production to distribution to people consuming goods and services. So what economists do is they prepare these analysis of current market conditions and also do tax rates. So here's one study that recently appeared in a journal that looked at tax rates over a more than a 25-year period. And examining these this is worldwide now. This is not just the U.S., but 65 different economies, 65 different countries over this time period here from the 80s to 2007. And so follow me here just a second. The red line represents corporate taxes. And those corporate taxes started out with about a little more than 45% in the 80s, and that steadily declined during the sample period of 2007. Now it's about a third less, to about under 30%. How about the rich guys, the top 1%? Well, studies across a variety of different countries, 65 different economies, shown that the rich folks, the top 1%, pay about in the upper 30s, and that peaked to around over 40%, about 41, 42% in the mid 80s. And since then, the top 1% has seen their tax rates drop to about 1/3 of their dollars are in forms of taxes. Okay, and then how about the median or the typical income tax rate in a country? That scale is here on the right side. And what has happened to that? Well, it was started below 15% in the 80s, but as corporate tax rates have fallen, as the top 1% tax rates has fallen, who's picked up the slack? Well, your typical taxpayer. And that has gone up, and it is cyclical. However, it trends upward over time from below 15% now to about 16.5%. So this is the type of study that economists do, look at tax rates across countries over time and seeing who's paying the tax bill. And we're seeing over time the tax bill is being shifted to the typical income earner and away from businesses in the top 1%. Okay, continuing on now, this is our degree programs. We have 5 different programs, 4 in the BS area and 1 in the BA area. Let me start down here in the BA area in economics. What's unique about this major is you have to have a minor, and you also need a foreign language, 4 semesters of a foreign language. All the BS degrees do not require the foreign language component. So our most popular degree is the BS Applied. This is the track that's most similar from the College of Business track. We incorporate a lot of those business cognates into this program. Great training if you want to go on to get an MBA. These are business center courses. We also have a analytics program, economics, data analytics. Great skills if you want to do programming, if you want to do statistical analysis, especially also if you want to continue on with a master's degree. This would be a great skill set to have. You learn about Python and THCAS and a variety of different statistical and programming packages. We also have a quantitative degree. So this is lots of math background, stats, calculus, linear algebra, econometrics, all good stuff, all great classes. If you want to either get a master's in econ or a PhD in econ, this quantitative track would also serve you well. And a new program we offer is a BS in public policy. This is if you want to maybe potentially work in government or public policy analysis. This would be a good track for you to consider. Understanding the public policy from a variety of different perspectives. Careers available. What do I do with an econ major? Well, there's a variety of different jobs. These are some of the common outlets for our majors. They go work for themselves or work for a business. They do research. They do policy. They are writers. They are bankers. They are consultants. They work for insurance companies. They work in sales and credit analysis, accountant, and even stockbrokers. So those are some of the career tracks people have pursued. This is a picture of a study abroad trip that I led to Europe, where we learned about the wine industry. Okay, continuing on. Hey, more data on the pay of econ majors, starting salaries. While it's not the highest, okay, it's by far from the lowest, and so very competitive salaries for starting and also middle career salaries from econ majors. This was a payscale.com report for econ majors. So, hey, what can you do with econ majors? Lots of things. The world's your oyster. So encourage you to consider majoring in econ. Again, more information online. Visit us online or send us an email. Stop by the Brewster Building. Happy to chat economics with you. Thanks.